Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. All the Miftaah students know that I never teach without my turban. So the fact that I don't have a turban on is alarming. I just came straight from the airport and I wisely chose not to wear a turban while traveling this time. It was a good decision. I probably would have been back here if I wore it there. That's why I'm not, I just came straight from there not feeling too well either. So just make dua, I'll say a few words that come to my mind. In this time and age, as we progress towards the Day of Judgment, two things are happening. One is that things are becoming more and more convenient. Convenience is basically the motto of the day. Everything, you don't have to go to Myers for groceries anymore. Everyone has their own best thing, Instacart, whatever it is. You don't have to go shopping we never go to the store for any, like sweaters or anything. We just Amazon, Macy's, websites. Everything has become more and more convenient and more efficient, and that's what everyone is driving towards. How can we become more efficient? How can things become more convenient? How can you get things more quicker? So there's nothing wrong with that, but spoiler alert, one thing that will never change. It's never gonna become more convenient. It's never actually gonna become more easy. And that is the effort of Iman. This is a sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ilm and Iman. Ilm is Iman. One of the elders used to say, Jabal Juhud ke us taraf Allah hai, jo chahe us par chad ke Allah ko pale. Jabal Juhud. Jabal Juhud means the mountain of effort. On the other side of the mountain of effort is Allah. Whoever wants to find Allah, just climb the mountain and you will find Him. But the effort has to be there. And that's what all of you were doing for the last few years, and inshallah will continue to do. It never stops. When the Prophet ﷺ was told that he was loved by the Sahabi, he said, I love you, I love you, I love you. The Prophet ﷺ said, okay, فَعِدَّ لِلْفَقْرِ تِشْفَافًا. Be prepared to go through challenges. You can't understand what's going on. فَعَلَ فَعَلَ فَعَلُ فَعَلُ Fa'al, fa'al, maf'ul, confused, stressed. It's not easy. You have to work your schedule around it. But these things are things that you made a commitment with yourself. The sisters who are here, brothers who are here. The Sahaba, they fulfilled their requirements of being Muslims and believers. But then they made commitments. And the commitments were beyond what Allah even wanted them to do. They were just their own commitments. And Allah talks about these commitments in the Quran. He says, رِجَالٌ صَدَقُوا مَا عَاهَدُوا اللَّهَ عَلَيْهِ. These were men who were truthful with Allah in every commitment they made to Allah. They were true. You made a commitment, I'm going to study for 3 years at Miftaah, 2 years, I'm going to continue doing this. Make sure you continue doing it. Make sure, don't stop. You just got some more knowledge, I'll stop, I'll pause. It doesn't work like that. The opposite is true. There are people who made a commitment, oh Allah, if you give us talent, if you give us money, then we will do this and we will do that. The moment they got it, they got a little bit, they got some ilm, they got some money, they forgot their commitments they made with Allah. Right? وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ عَاهَدَ اللَّهَ لَنْ آتَنَا مِنْ فَضْلِهِ لَنَصَّدَّقَنَّ وَلَنَكُنَّ مِنْ صَالِحِينَ فَلَمَّا آتَاهُمْ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ بَخِلُوا بِهِ وَتَوَلَّوْا وَهُمْ مُعْرِضُونَ. Allah talks about them. They made commitments. That's why Mu'ashwa Ta'ala says, if a person has made a commitment to finish their adhkar after Fajr Salah, or to read their Quran after Fajr Salah, they made a commitment now with Allah. This is what they want to do. And that day, instead of doing it after Fajr, they did it after Dhuhr. They should first pray 2 rakats tawbah for neglecting their commitment with Allah and then do dhikr. Because everything else they're doing. This is a commitment we're making with Allah. The ones who make bigger commitments, Allah blesses them even more. So the first thing I want to say is that how things have become more convenient, what all of you have been doing, you have to continue doing it. You know, I'll conclude by saying this. My father, we were visiting him, and he never seen my brother for 8-9 months. He never seen any of us. It was Sunday, October 4th. It was Saturday, October 3rd, sorry. And after COVID, we could finally visit him, and there were only 2 people allowed to visit him. So we were discussing who's gonna go. My brother Shaykh Abdul Rahman Waheed just came back, hasn't seen him, he would love to see him. All of us wanted to see him. But my father decided that Abdullah and Abdul Rahman should come. My mother can come next week. So I want to talk to these two. So my mother comes with us. My brother Shaykh Abdul Rahim was actually standing outside my mom's house thinking that he will come too in the morning. But we said, you're not coming. Then we go, we visit him for 1 hour. My mom stayed in the car. We get in the car, the whole hour he just talked about. My brother just graduated, so what his future goals are going to be, what he can. The whole 1 hour we discussed his strategies. Little did we know that Allah had written for him to be a shaheed 2 days later, October 5th. Many months later, I told my mother as I was thinking about this, I said I was thinking and regretting that I should have been generous with my time with my father. And I should have allowed my younger brother to go that day. And from now onwards, I'm going to be more generous with these type of opportunities. Because it'll be better for them. Because if my brother met my father, at least he would have seen him a few days before. My mother, in this broken self that she is in right now, she looked at me and she said, Allah had written for your father to get more reward. That's it. Allah had written for him to get more reward. And that's it. You can't take that back from him. So it's an effort. It's a struggle. And it's fun. Honestly, it's fun. It makes you feel good that you did something. Hopefully Allah is accepting. So continue doing it. This ilm will not stay in our lives and we won't be able to benefit from it and others won't benefit from it either if we're not willing to continue to make those struggles. We have to. Allah make us among those who make those struggles. Understand that this is not something that will come easy. You guys made a commitment, you made an effort. Now be people, vessels that because of you, through your actions, through your words, through your lifestyle, other people are encouraged and this tradition continues to move forward.